Hi, I'm Sarika Benjamin and welcome back to my channel Benji's Home Cooking. Today we'll be learning how to make burger buns. Burgers are one of the most popular fast foods, but what good is a burger if the bun is not delicious and soft enough? So today we are going to learn to make these soft and delicious burger buns at home. To make the super soft burger buns at home, I have taken 3 cups of all-purpose flour or maida. Apart from the 3 cups, I have taken half a cup extra which we will require while kneading the dough. Then we have 3 teaspoons of instant active yeast. Make sure that your yeast is fresh enough and not stale, or our buns will not rise. Then we have 50 grams of butter. This is unsalted butter. Then 3 tablespoons of milk powder. This is optional. You can skip if you don't have any. Then we have half a cup of warm milk, not very hot, just warm enough, and half a cup of warm water. Make sure that when you put your finger into the water, it should not be very hot, it should be bearable. Some salt to taste, that is a teaspoon, and quarter cup of sugar or 4 tablespoons. Now we are going to make these burgers with a method called tangzong, which gives super soft buns. So I've taken 2 tablespoons of flour from the 3 cups that we have measured. On a low heat in a frying pan, I have added quarter cup of water. Now this water is apart from the warm water that we have shown in the ingredients, and keep mixing it till this flour and water mixture comes together to a consistency of a glue. This is what is going to create the magic in our buns. It makes our buns super soft. So once it comes to this consistency, we leave it aside to cool, and in the rest of the flour we'll add our sugar. Then goes the yeast, the milk powder, then salt, and we will add our warm water and warm milk. Now make sure that they are not very hot, the liquids, because that can kill our yeast. And then goes the tangzong that was cooling. And we're going to just mix all of this together to come together as a dough. Once all the ingredients are mixed together and the dough comes together, we will put all of it on our kneading platform. So you can see everything is well mixed. So I'm just going to put all of this dough, scrape it off everything that is there in the bowl, put it on your kneading platform, because you will have to use your muscle strength here. You can see it is sticky dough, but at this stage we will start adding the butter little by little. We don't need to add all of it together. Just keep massaging the butter into this and you will see eventually the dough will all come together. Yes, it is going to be a little bit of arm work. You can see little by little I have added maybe a tablespoon at a time from the 50 grams of butter. And as you keep kneading and working with it, it all starts coming together. So once I have almost used the butter, I will start adding little by little the flour, the extra half a cup of flour that we have set apart. Now we have taken half a cup, but we are not going to use all of it. We might land up using maximum 2 tablespoons, but just put half a teaspoon at a time and keep kneading, and you'll see how the dough has come together. I'm just using off all the butter, and after using 2 tablespoons of dough and continuously kneading it, my dough has come together beautifully. With the heel of my palm, I have brought this together, and you can see how beautifully it is springing back. This is how exactly it's nice and elastic and very, very soft. So in the same bowl where we were kneading, I have greased the bowl, and we will tuck the dough. You can see how beautifully it has come together. I just love bread making. It gives me absolute joy. Add a little bit of oil on the dough so that it does not stick. We have already greased the bowl, and grease the dough on top, and just leave it to rise in a warm place for an hour or hour and a half maximum till it doubles. Here you can see that out of the half cup, I have hardly used about 2 tablespoons. We still have the half cup left. After about an hour and a half, you can see the dough has doubled. Once the dough has doubled, we'll knock off all the excess air by pushing it like this. So just make sure all the excess air is knocked off, and once you do this, we will take the dough and put it on our kneading platform again. Now the rising time of the dough will depend on what is the temperature outside. If you are in a hot and humid place, 1 hour is good enough for the dough to rise to double. But if the temperature outside is cold, it may take a little longer. So just be patient till it rises into double. And now you can see all the air is knocked off. The dough is super soft, and we are going to now roll out our buns. So here I have taken a handful of dough, about 90 grams, and I'm going to roll it between my 3 fingers, leaving the index finger and my thumb. So just keep rolling in the way I am doing it. Cup your hands like that without the index finger, and just keep rolling it on the platform so that the surface is smooth and evened out. And likewise, we are going to pinch the dough little by little. Try to keep the sizes even so that the baking is also even. So here you can see, one by one we are pinching out the dough and rolling them in the similar manner, and they are nice and smooth. Here I've got about 9 buns, and each weighs about 90 grams. We're going to let it rise for the second rising for about an hour till it doubles. It may be about 40 minutes to an hour depending on the temperature. After about an hour, the buns have risen well, they have doubled, and now we're going to give it a milk wash. So I have taken a paper towel and I'm going to dip it in milk and just rub them gently over the buns, making sure we don't press them hard or deflate the air out of the buns. Just sprinkle a little bit of sesame seeds to give a nice crunch and look to our buns, and we are going to bake them in a preheated oven. I have preheated my oven at 180 degrees centigrade for 10 minutes, and we are going to bake them for 20 minutes or maximum 25 till they are done. So here goes the tray inside. Make sure you preheat the oven. It's an extremely important thing. And you will see after about 25 minutes, my burger buns are ready. You can see how soft they are. The house is full of the bread aroma. And now we are going to just brush them with a little bit of butter. These are super soft and very, very delicious. So just take a little bit of butter. This will give a good glaze to the buns and also softness. After this, we are going to just cover it with a moist towel. I've squeezed out every bit of water. There is no water dripping from here, just a moist towel. This will help our buns to become soft. So after about half an hour of resting under the moist towel, you can see how super soft the buns are. The Times-on method gives us super soft buns. They are delicious. The aroma of the bread is all through the house. And let's see how the inside of the bun looks. These are very, very, soft buns that don't stick to your teeth when you bite into them. Some buns are very dense, but these are super soft and delicious, and I'm sure you will enjoy eating them with the filling of your choice. I hope you will try this recipe and let us know. Do like, share and subscribe, and leave your feedback in the comment section. If there is any recipe you would be interested to learn, do let us know in the comment section and we'll try our best to bring it to you.